today is called Journey to the Beach. Our objective is to be able to launch and dock effectively with your boat facing irons and avoiding collision every time we have a water session. We're going to start with some discussion questions. Why do you think a proper launch and dock is so important for our journey to the beach? Sean?
To ensure safety.
Good! That's a really good answer. Okay. J is an important letter in the word journey. Why do you think the letter J is so important when docking? Jake?
Because my name starts with J.
Not quite. It's actually the pattern you're going to use when docking. Okay, last question. This journey is not a race. What is something or someone you should always wait for before launching your boat? Sean?
A coach boat?
Good! Alright class, now I'm going to divide you into two groups. One group's going to get us the steps for launching, the other group's going to get the steps for docking. Try and put the steps into order as best you can, and then we'll put them on the board, and after our lesson, we're going to go back and see if you put them in the right order. Sean and Jake, are you guys going to be in a group?
I guess, yeah.
You're going to get the steps for docking.
Alright.
Jesse and George, you're going to get the steps for launching.
Yeah, I think this one was here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's perfect. We did it.
We did it.
You did really good on the brainstorming activity, guys. We're going to go over the way you put the steps afterwards to see if you did it correctly. For now, we're going to start with the lesson. Alright, so I'm going to start the lesson talking about launching, and then I'm going to move into docking. The steps for launching. One person will lower the dolly onto the ramp and untie the painter. The other person will take the painter, push the boat off the dolly, and then bring it to a spot on the dock that is facing the direction of the wind. You want your boat to be facing irons. One person, typically the skipper, will hold onto the shroud as the crew goes in and does the on-water rigging, putting the dagger board in, putting the rudder in, and raising the mainsail. The skipper will then get adjusted in the boat and the crew will hold onto the shroud. The crew will start to push the boat out and away from the dock and slowly slip into the boat. The skipper will take the course and the sails will be trimmed effectively. So before launching, always check to make sure the mainsail is always all the way up. Check to ensure that the coach boat is in the water. Do not leave the docks if the coach boat is not on the water. Check that the sheets are organized and the knots are tied at the end of the sheets. This is very important for once you get on the water. Note the direction of the wind and understand the point of sail that you will end up in once you launch your boat. This is important to ensure that you do not end up in irons and your boat does not drift. Important concepts. The crew needs to remember balance when they hop into the boat when launching. Whoever's holding the boat on the docks needs to remember to keep it a couple inches away from the edge of the dock so that the boat does not collide with the dock and cause damage to it. This is especially important on windy and wavy days. Always remember to be courteous and cautious of the other boats on the dock. Keep a safe distance away from other boats and be sure to wait your turn before launching, before putting your boat onto the ramp, etc. Ensuring that your boat is in irons is also very important for your on-water rigging. If you start to raise your mainsail and you're not facing irons, your boat may start to sail away without you. And always keep hold of your boat if that is your duty. If you are the crew, if you are the skipper, holding onto the shroud on the dock, make sure that you keep hold of the shroud and do not let go. So moving on to docking. The steps for docking. Depower. This is the first and most important step. Make sure that you're going into the docks at a good speed. If you are going too fast, you may want to consider doing a 360 or taking another course in order to slow down. Also use your sail controls to depower, loosen your boom vang, your outhaul, etc. You'll learn about the sailing controls in future lessons, but just be cautious of this and remember to depower. The crew should be letting your mainsail down approximately 3 boat lengths before the dock. Obviously, this is going to vary depending on your speed. If you're going too fast, you may want to let it down earlier, but just use your judgment for this. A skipper's aim is to dock the boat in the direction of irons. So you'll be heading into the dock and then bear off or head up so you can curve around and go into the dock so that your boat ends up in irons. This will also help you to depower. Okay, so the crew will then hop smoothly onto the dock, grabbing hold of the shroud and stopping the boat before it hits the edge of the dock. The skipper or the crew, whoever will want to do the on-water de-rigging, so taking the dagger board and rudder out, One person will hold onto the shroud as the other person goes and gets a dolly and puts it onto the ramp. The person will take hold of the painter of the boat and take it up to the ramp, lifting it onto the dolly and tying the painter onto the dolly. Now, you may need a third person to help lift the boat up the dolly, but use your judgment for this. Before docking, understand the direction of the wind. This is crucial and important. This is crucial in a proper docking. You always want to end up in the direction of irons in order to depower. Also, take note of your speed. If you're going too fast, you may want to let your mainsail down sooner. And when in doubt, chicken out. If you're going too fast, do a 360, take another course, do what you gotta do. But do not go into the docks too fast. And important concepts: know your speed, and remember to depower. Use your points of sail, your sail controls, letting down your mainsail. Do not go into the dock too fast. Be courteous and cautious of other boats. Wait for a safe opening to dock in, and recognize the boats around you. The docking process often depends on the different boats, or the different types of docks that clubs may have. At Nolsey, we have finger docks that are very small and close together. Just be aware of this when docking. And the crew needs to remember to jump out smoothly and catch the boat before it hits the edge of the dock and before it hits other boats. This is a common mistake when docking, and we just need to ensure that we remember this. So those are just the steps, some key things to remember, and some important concepts for both launching and docking. Any questions? All right, good. So now we're going to head outside and do a quick demonstration involving docking and a couple different points of sail. All right, class. So this is our demonstration. The arrow's going to represent the wind. This is our dock. These are the finger docks, and this is our boat. If the wind was coming from this direction, it's coming towards the docks, how do you think that we would dock that boat? Go. George, do you have an idea?
Yeah, so you're gonna want to come around.
Yeah, actually. What letter does that look like?
A J.
Exactly. That would be a J shape, which is the proper way to dock because we would end up with our boat facing irons. The only thing, George, is you did go pretty fast into the dock. We have to remember to depower.
Yes.
All right.
Question.
So, okay, class. Now, if the wind was coming from this direction, pushing that way, how do you think we'd dock? George?
An opposite J.
Yes.
And
I heard
not
that.
quite. All right. Anyone else have an idea? Jake. Good, because your boat would end up facing the direction of irons. Good job, class. So we finished our little demonstration. Does anyone have any questions or want to practice anything else regarding launching and docking?
Nope.
No. I was pretty
Awesome.
Nope.
So we can go on to do a little bit of activity related to J, because remember, J's are very important when docking. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys, so everyone's going to line up right here. And first, you're going to run all the way around the fire pit to the zone in a J, and then run back, and then you're going to hop all the way there, all the way back, and then you're going to skip all the way there, all the way back. Now hop. Now skip. Good job, guys. This is going to help you remember that the J is an important step in docking. Now we can head inside to finish off our lesson. All right, class. Now that we're back inside, we're going to do a couple more things to finish off our lesson. What are some important concepts about launching? Sean?
Make sure there's a coach boat
Awesome.
on the water.
That's a really good one. Anyone else? Jesse.
Make sure your boat is facing irons.
Awesome. All right, and Jake.
Always hold your boat away from the docks.
Those are some really good ones. Okay, now docking. What are some important concepts? Sean?
Depower.
Good. Jesse?
When in doubt, chicken out.
Really good. And
Always dock using the J shape.
nice. Those are really good concepts, guys. I'm glad you remembered. All right, class, so focus your attention back to the steps that you guys did in your groups. Read them over. Let me know if you see any mistakes.
Nope, none. Yep, there is one.
Yeah, there's
That is, yep, that's a
over
mistake.
here. Yeah.
Let's do a swap around here.
Yeah.
Good. So you're right. No mistakes in this one, but just the one in this one. So after doing the demonstration, the activity, the lecture, all of it, do you have any questions about launching and docking?
None.
Nope.
All right, so once again, our lesson today was Journey to the Beach. Our objective was to be able to launch and dock effectively with the boat facing irons and avoiding collision every time we have a water session. It was a good class today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.